In South Philly at Citizens Bank Park, we head to the bottom of the second inning, and Jason Worth ready to lead off for the Phillies. Edinson Volquez surviving the first inning, giving up a run. It was Shane Victorino with a one-out double. He stole third, then scored on a sac fly. So the Phillies manufacturing a run in that first inning, which is something that they might need to do here tonight. Volquez not a guy who gives up many home runs. But it is going to be interesting to see how this series plays out in these two ballparks. The Phillies and the Reds both play in ballparks that are hitter friendly. Although you'd never know it by the numbers the Philadelphia starting pitchers have posted this year.
Here's a guy that likes hitting in this ballpark. Jason Worth. That left field porch is tailor-made for him. But he's got power to all fields, likes the ball up. Out away from him a little bit. You can tie him up inside, but you better go way inside.
Worth, the National League leader in doubles this year, leans out over one, and a foul ball. Now, Worth will be in the news a great deal once this postseason is over. He'll be one of the hottest commodities on the free agent market this year. Jason Worth, a free agent after a 27 home run, 85 RBI season, and a doubles machine.
That surprises me. I didn't know that he had that many hits with 2 strikes. Certainly didn't know he led the league. But because of his long arms, he can reach a lot of bad pitches if he commits to them. Saw Hernandez with a high target there, hoping he would chase something up and out of the zone, but Volquez didn't get it up high enough and he fouled it off.
Now a few raindrops falling here. And a 1-2 misses upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jason Worth. Worth, Ibanez, and Ruiz in the Philadelphia second inning.
That looked like a pretty good pitch. Worth may have ducked that one.
As much as a guy who's 6'6" can duck a pitch.
Yeah.
And a long battle here between Jason Worth and Edinson Volquez.
I think that last pitch is what pulled Hernandez out from behind the plate. Target that was low and away, and that's the area you're asking for trouble with Worth, where he can extend his arms. Again, you can go up, but you got to go up and in and tie him up.
Reds pitching coach Brian Price done a good job with the Cincinnati staff. A lot of young arms in this Cincinnati starting rotation. The Reds are going to go with Volquez and follow him up with Bronson Arroyo on Friday. Game 3 in Cincinnati will belong to Johnny Cueto. So as the Phillies roll out Halladay and Oswalt and Hamels, the Reds have plenty of experience in Arroyo and a first-timer in Cueto. Scott Rowland showing that gold glove form once again at third base. Takes care of Worth. If you can squeeze him to the middle, you got a chance here at Citizens Bank Park. But down the lines and in the alleys, that's where you can run into trouble for a pitcher. Not much of a power alley to speak of in this ballpark.
And really, it's right behind Gomes out there in left field. It's about 360 feet to straightaway left field, and that's extremely short for that part of the ballpark. Volquez made a good pitch up and in on Worth to get him to ground out. May have even broken his bat. Located that pitch nicely.
Raul Ibanez with one away. A good fastball from Volquez. Ibanez on a late season surge this year. Last year it was his first half that put him in the headlines in his first year as a Philly. But he's done most of his damage this year after the All-Star break, totaling 16 home runs and 83 driven in this season.
Good fastball hitter. Got to mix him up on him. He'll hit the ball from line to line. especially on the fastball. 3 for 9 against Volquez, as you see. Some good numbers. But this part of their order, Brian, is the part that I think separates Philadelphia from most teams. They've got power. They've got guys with high averages. There are no weak spots in their order, even once you get past Worth.
Ibanez now 38 years of age. Been a big run producer in his major league career. 4 times he's driven in 100. Full count to Ibanez. And that one is banged into right field. Bruce right there for it. For out number 2. And just 72 errors, franchise record. The Reds tied with the Padres for the fewest errors this year, and that .988 fielding percentage. They have a Gold Glove infield, the Reds. Scott Rowland, 7 Gold Gloves. You've got Gold Glovers up the middle in Cabrera and Phillips. And while Joey Votto does not own a Gold Glove yet, he might have a shot at one this year. Seems like the offensive numbers kind of lead to a few Gold Gloves every now and then, but yeah. Votto is an excellent defender in his own right.
Sometimes that's warranted, sometimes it's not. In Joey Votto's case, he's worked real hard to make himself a very good first baseman. Much improved over his rookie season.
2 outs for Carlos Ruiz. Coming off a career year at the plate. A .302 hitter this year, Ruiz. And one of the most clutch Philly hitters. In a lineup full of stars offensively, it has been Ruiz who's put up big numbers in the postseason in his career. A .303 career postseason batting average. That covers 32 games. And a guy who gets on a ton. And the first walk issued by Edinson Volquez. A 2-out walk in the 2nd inning.
He did hit 4 home runs, but he's mostly a line drive guy. He'll try to hit behind runners, hit the ball to right field, take advantage perhaps here of the hole over on the right side. But an excellent defender with an outstanding throwing arm.
Well, in a season where the Phillies had some of their stars on the disabled list around the infield, with Chase Utley and the thumb surgery, Jimmy Rollins missed a good part of the early schedule with a calf injury. Rollins lately has been nursing a hamstring problem. And of course, Placido Polanco with the elbow injury and now the back. It's been Valdez getting most of the playing time. Nice play, Cabrera, and tried to do too much. Cabrera tried to shovel it over to Brandon Phillips, and everybody's safe, and the Phillies with 2 on, and Halladay coming up. 22 pitches for Volquez here in the 2nd. Facing Roy Halladay. And Halladay lines one to left. Gomes cannot make the play. Ruiz will score. Valdez into 3rd. And it's Roy Halladay who delivers a big base hit. The Phillies up 2-0. Now 1st and 3rd. Top of the order. Here's Rollins.
Only 4 out of 10 first pitch strikes for Volquez. And again, that was a key tonight, would be how effective he was with his command, how quickly he could get ahead in the count.
Well, he is on the brink right now, Volquez. Dusty Baker, knowing how important game 1 of a best-of-5 series is, already has bullpen activity in the rookie left-hander Travis Wood. And a nervous pitching coach in Brian Price. Hitters count to Jimmy Rollins. 3-0.
Several of these hitters for the Phillies invite you to pitch them inside. When you get our shot from center field, you'll see Jimmy Rollins right up on top of the plate. Likewise, Victorino and Utley. They're inviting you to pitch them in. And even when you throw a ball to the outside corner, it's like almost like down the middle to them.
See if he green lights. 3-0. He takes a strike. And you see Volquez just doing all he can to pitch inside to Jimmy Rollins. He's not missing by much. John Hirschbeck, the home plate umpire. At this point, a hitter's strike zone. That one's in there. 3-2.
Rollins didn't like this call, but John Hirschbeck got that one right. And he's a good ball and strike ump.
You know, it doesn't look like Volquez is having major control issues. He's just missing by a little. It's a big pitch for him here in the second inning. First and third with 2 away.
Rollins hit just .218 left-handed this year, and when he did come back after sitting out with that hamstring injury, his bat was a little slow to follow. He only played in about 8 or 9 games after right there at the end of the season, and quite frankly, with the exception of a grand slam he hit in Atlanta, hasn't been swinging the bat too well, rolling over the top of a lot of pitches.
Pitch number 30 of the inning for Volquez. And Rollins stays alive. Getting into the danger zone, especially for a guy who has a surgically repaired elbow. You start getting into the 30-plus pitch count in a single inning.
And the next pitch will be number 48 already for the game.
Exactly what the Phillies wanted to do to Volquez today. Another 3-2, and Rollins takes ball 4, and he'll have to start all over against Shane Victorino, and it's close to decision time for Dusty Baker.
Well, you got a tough call here, first pitch too. You want to get ahead of Victorino, but he likes that first pitch, especially if it's a fastball. And they went with the breaking ball as a result.
Look at these numbers, 367 with bases loaded. 2 grand slams, had that grand slam against CC Sabathia in 2008. He has had a knack for the dramatic in the postseason, has Shane Victorino. In the first inning, he doubled down the left field line on a pretty good pitch. Immediately stole third and then scored on a sac fly. Two and 0.
Good velocity, mid-90s. But as you said, Brian, he's just missing and pitching behind in the count with runners in scoring position in this ballpark against the Phillies is not where you want to be.
Well, you'd have to think if Volquez does not retire Victorino, Baker will make the call to the pen. 2-0 the count, bases loaded in the second inning. And a strike.
I'll give him credit there. That was a 2-0 changeup that Victorino certainly wasn't looking for. Good pitch.
Threw a 3-0 changeup to Rollins. Gives you an idea of what his most comfortable pitch is right now. Victorino with 1 grand slam this year. That came against Johan Santana of the Mets during the regular season. Had a good cut. Count evens at 2-2.
Well, there's only 1 run across for the Phillies this inning. This is a huge at bat and maybe a deciding at bat in the outcome of this ball game too, right here, and we're only in the second. Difference between doing some damage control if you're Volquez and having a big inning if you're the Phillies.
Just missed on a 97-mile-an-hour fastball, and now the wheels will be in motion. The crowd on its feet as the fire is burning major hot for the Phillies in the second inning. It's tough on outfielders on fly balls with the white hankies out. Runners go, and a swing and a foul.
At what looked like ball 4. Target was away, but the pitch was way inside. And if there is a pitch that Victorino will chase, it's that batting left-handed. It's that back foot breaking ball where he'll chase it right down and in on his shoe tops.
Stays alive. Boy, Volquez in a grind here against the Phillies. 55 pitches already. Halladay has retired 6 in a row to start this game, just 22 pitches. And it was Halladay's RBI single that gave the Phillies a 2-0 lead.
Gone breaking ball, fastball. Got away with a fastball away there that he fouled off. Again, Victorino, a good fastball hitter.
Pitch number 39 of the inning. Runners go. Victorino into center field. That'll fall, a base hit. 1 run is in. Halladay right behind him. Victorino delivers. A 2 RBI single, and the Phillies have a 4-0 lead. And that is going to do it for Edinson Volquez. A rookie left-hander who has had some success against Philadelphia this year. Enters this game in the rain with 2 outs, and Chase Utley coming up.
This guy took a perfect game into the 9th inning against the Phillies earlier this year, and there were a lot of people that thought maybe because he's left-handed he should start game 1 against this left-handed dominated lineup for the Phils. Well, he didn't start, but he's in here in the 2nd inning.
Travis Wood has been in the starting rotation for the Reds. Dusty Baker wanting to put 4 lefties in the bullpen. And Wood gets the early call here today as he faces Chase Utley. 2 on. 3 runs are in for Philadelphia. RBIs from Halladay. And 2 runs batted in from Shane Victorino. In a long 2-out, 2-strike battle with Volquez. 5 consecutive base runners after 2 outs in this inning.
Fastball, cutters, also a slider. Fastball from 89 to 93.
Rain coming down heavily now as Wood hits the corner. Now we're being told this rain, this current cell, I know you're a part-time weatherman, Joe, but it's only going to be here for a half an hour, and then it's going to pass, so they'll try to play through it here. No problem for Phillies fans. They know all about rough weather in October for postseason play. Bouncing ball to Phillips. And the nightmare second for the Reds ends as the Phillies put 3 on the board, all with 2 outs. Started by Halladay. And it's 4-0 Philadelphia as we go to the 3rd inning.